What's up everyone, I'm Andrew and in this tutorial I'm going to show you how you can use Elementor and WooCommerce for creating a very beautiful online store. So we start from scratch and we only use free tools, the free version of Elementor, and of course WooCommerce is free, and we create something really beautiful from scratch, step by step. So let's get started. So I have this basic website. This is just out of the box default WordPress installation. I haven't done anything to it. So this is the default theme and I haven't installed any plugin, and we are going to start building our WordPress website, our e-commerce website from scratch. So the first thing we have to do is, of course, install a theme. I'm going to work with Athra because it's a really powerful theme, but you can choose any kind of theme. Almost all of the themes on WordPress work astonishingly good with Elementor, so you really do not need to worry about whether it works good with Elementor or not, or whether it works good with WooCommerce or not. All of them are okay, but of course you want to stick with a theme that is fast and gives you lots of customization options, and Athra is one of those themes. It's actually one of the few themes that give you so many power in the free version. Now we have Athra and it's time to install our plugins. So I just quickly bring plugins and add new. And of course we want to install WooCommerce. So we can just skip this wizard, it's just fine. You can just enter your information whenever you want. So just click on skip, and we do not want to help WooCommerce because in this case it's a local domain, so it's not really important. The data are not important. Then we want to add Elementor. So fine, but before activating, I want to install some other plugins which are actually add-ons for Elementor. So one of them is this Elementor header and footer builder. It's a really powerful plugin, and if you're using the free version does not allow you to use its site builder features like building a header or footer, but this plugin allows you. That's super cool. We are also going to use this Royal Elementor add-ons. There are many add-ons that many plugins or add-ons that add many features to Elementor, many widgets, but this one is a really good option. I really like it, so I just install it. And also we are going to install this essential add-ons for Elementor, which is another great add-on for Elementor. And fine, and I can start activating these plugins one by one. And now I can just start activating these plugins. I just skip all of this information here. We can just add them later. And for essential add-ons, we can just go with basic, but I just choose advanced so that we get all of the features, but both of them are just okay, really up to you. So fine, now we have all of our plugins and add-ons and we are ready to start building our website. Of course, the first step is to just customize the theme the way we want a little. We are going to create our custom header, so we don't care about the header, but we want to change some of these layout options. First, I want to add a new page for our home page so that we can just put it there. I'm just going to call it home and publish it. Fine. Now we have our page, but it's not being shown on the front page, and we have to just change our settings. So I just bring setting and reading, and we are going to change this your homepage display into a static page, which is going to be our homepage. And we are not going to display our post anywhere, but if you do have a blog, then you can just create a second page and call it blog or whatever you want, and then just select it from here. Fine, now we have our homepage, but again, things are very messy, so I just click on customize, and we're just going to do a little customization here. So you can just do it with any kind of theme you want. We are not really going to rely on these customizations throughout the tutorial. And for the global, we are going to select container, and then I'm just going to change it into full with contained, which just gives me this nice layout here. And also for the sidebar, I'm just going to just set no sidebar as a default, and then I can just change WooCommerce to a right sidebar. So we get a right sidebar on WooCommerce pages like this shop page, and I can just make it a little narrower like this. It's just fine. So now I'm just going to import some products here, because of course we do not have any product and we are not going to waste any time creating products. So I'm just going to enter the default WooCommerce products which come with the WooCommerce plugin. I can just click on products and all products, and then I can just click on start import, and then I can just click here browse, and I have already saved these sample products as CSV. It's located in the Elementor folder in case you want to just get it. Then I can just click on copy and click on continue, and we just leave the settings as they are. It's just fine. I can click on the run the importer. And now we have our products and they have their own images. It's just fine. And it's actually displaying our products. Fine. And now we can just put our logo here and start building the entire website. So I just bring customizer and click on this text here. And I can just select my logo. And just make it a little smaller. Fine. We also do not need the name of our website, just a random name. I can just turn it off like this. So I'm just doing it on my local computer, but then we can just simply transfer it to live host. It's just much better to just pull it on your computer and then make it live. Fine. And now, of course, we have the serious works to be done. So we want to create our own header with the help of Elementor and a plugin. And we want to have two separate headers, actually, one for the logged in users and one for the logged out users. And we want to create our front page, a mega menu in the header. And we just have to start doing all of these things. We can just start with the header and then move into the main page. So now I'm just going to bring my admin panel, and as I said, we are going to have two different headers and of course two different menus there. So I can just bring appearance menu because we haven't defined any menu so that we can use. So I'm just going to create my main menu, and rather than calling it main menu, it's just better to just call it logged in menu. So it's the menu for logged in users. So Astras have some of these features, but we are just going to use our plugin which allows you to just do it with any kind of theme. That's super cool. So I have this logged in menu, and we are going to create a logged out menu. So we have it here. I can just create it, and now I can just start adding to it. So we want to have the shop page, the cart page, the my account page, and probably checkout, but you don't need it because people can just click on the icon, on the cart icon, and checkout. We don't need it. So we only need my account, cart, and shop for now. So I can just add them and save my menu. And I'm also going to create a second menu here. We are just going to call it logged out menu, and create it. And we are just going to add the same things here. So we want to have my account, cart, and shop here for logged out. But for my account, we are just going to change the name. So it's called my account when people are logged in, but when they are logged out, it should be probably login or register. So we're just going to call it log in and /register. And we are just going to save our menu. And now we can just create our own customized menu. So for this, we just have to click on Elementor header and footer builder, which is just coming from the plugin that we installed. And we can just simply click on add new. And I can just skip it. And here we first have to give it a name. So I'm just going to call it logged in menu. So this is the menu for logged in people. And then we just have to specify the type. In this case, it's a header, of course. And then we have the display on row. So where are we going to display it? We are going to display it on our entire website, but we have to add our user roles, which is going to be for all logged in users. So it's going to be displayed on the entire website, but only for logged in users. And I can just publish it and click on edit with Elementor. So now before editing it, if I just bring my website, you see that we do not have any header. That's because we are logged in, and for the logged in people, it's just showing our customized header, but we haven't added any element to it, so it's just empty, and that's fine. And I can just click on edit with Elementor. It's very easy to create our own header. We can just use anything from Elementor. So I'm just going to create a two column layout here, like this, and we can just start adding our own elements. So we have access to all of the widgets, but this plugin is adding its own widgets. So we get this Elementor header and footer builder, which has its own widgets here. That's super awesome. I can add this navigation menu on the right. So we get our menu here. And also I'm just going to put my site logo on the left and just make it smaller. So I can just select it, bring a style, and just make it smaller from here. So it's max width here, or width. So I can control it from here, but I also can control this column, which will automatically make it smaller, and that's much better. So I can just control the column like this, and now I can just make it bigger. So we want it to be 100%. That was fine in the first place, but we want to have a smaller column like this, and that's fine. And I can also select my navigation menu here. So we can specify the menu. It should be logged in menu. That's super important. So although this whole header is being displayed for the logged in people, but we have to select the right menu which we define in WordPress, and in this case it's logged in menu. And we have also a bunch of options here for the layout. I'm just going to make it align to the right like this, and that sounds fine to me. But you have a lots of options here. It's also responsive by default, so you don't have to worry about responsiveness. If I just bring mobile view here, you can see that we have this responsive menu, so we can just change the alignment and make it align to the right or to the left. I'm just going to stick to the right and update it. And now I'm just going to create my second menu here, which is the menu for, or the header actually, for logged out people. I can just bring my admin panel and appearance, and again Elementor header and footer builder. And now I can just add my second menu here. I'm just going to call it logged out menu, and it's going to be a header and entire website and only for logged out users, so it's fine. I can just edit it with Elementor. And basically we are going to put the very same layout here. So now, of course, because I'm logged in, I can see my account menu. So I can just click on it. Of course, it works. But what happens if someone is not logged in? So let's just test. If I just grab this URL and create a new private window and open the URL. Of course, okay, we are getting my account, so definitely something is wrong here. We should get a login, so let's just figure it out. I just have to bring Elementor header and footer, so we have logged in and logged out. Okay, the problem is that logged out is also using the logged in menu, so I can just quickly fix it. I can just edit it with Elementor. And now I can just select my navigation menu here, and as you can see it's logged in, but in this case it should be logged out menu, so we get this login register button. That's super cool. And now if I just grab my URL and open it in a new private window, we get login register, which is super cool. We probably want to change the order, but that's fine. And let's just do it quickly because we can just get a visual effect that's very good. So I can just bring my menu and we have logged in and logged out. I can just select logged out and we want it to be like this. So now what I want to do is to just select this navigation menu And we have an option here that's called Let Menu Item. I can just change it into a button. So we get this effect, which is just nice. We can just change the style for this button. So of course, we do not want to have any background color. I can just remove the background color so we get none. Then we want to have borders here. So I can just click on solid border and change the color maybe into a light green. And increase the border radius. And probably we want to just lower the padding. Okay, this is the padding for the whole menu, but we want to change the padding for this particular button. And we have it here, so I can just select EM. And then maybe give it 0.8. Okay, 0.8, and that's like this. That's fine. We have the hover effect here. We can just also use the hover effect for the border. So I can just select the hover state, and we have text color, but also border hover color. I can just change it into green. Maybe like this, and also for the text. We want it to be black, just like this. It's just fine, and now I can just update it. And it's just working correctly. So we have our menu now. We have actually two different menus, one for logged in people, one for logged out people. That's super, super cool. And what I want to do here is to just, of course, add more items to the menu and create a mega menu, because if I just bring my shop, we have various products and various categories. So maybe we can just add the categories in the mega menu. That's super, super cool. That's what most big e-commerce website have. So if I just bring my admin panel and products and all products, you can see that we have many categories, and some of them are subcategories of other categories. I can just get these categories themselves in the category section. So we have these categories: clothing, accessories, hoodies, t-shirts, decor, and music. And some of them are subcategories of other categories. For example, if I just open t-shirts, it's subcategory of clothing. But for example, decor is not subcategory of any category, and that's why we are seeing these dashes here. And we want to add this to our menu and under the shop page. So when people open the shop page, we can just select our categories, and of course we have subcategories. That's very cool, and we're just going to do it. So I can just bring my menu. And let's just work with the logged in menu. I have to add it to both logged in and logged out, so you just have to do it 2 times, but let's just work with the logged in menu for now, because we are by default logged in as administrator. So you just have to make sure you add it to the logged out menu as well. So here on the shop page, I can start adding these links, and that's very easy. So we are going to use custom links. So first we want to create a custom link for clothing. You just have to click on view, it will open it, and I can just get this link here. So as you can see, the link is not very nice. We can change it. So first, before getting the links, I'm going to bring setting and permalinks, and we are going to use post name, which is a much better URL structure. I can just save changes. And now if I just open this category, again we get this slash product category slash clothing, which is just much nicer. And now I can just put the URL, and for the name it's going to be clothing. I can just add it. It's going to be under the shop item here. So it's a sub item for the shop item. And then we have accessories, which is a sub item of clothing. So I can again click on view, grab the URL, create a new link and create the text for the link. And just put it under closing, and I'm just going to do it for the rest of items here very quickly. So now we have our menu, and let's just quickly see it. So if I just bring my front page, you can see that I can open this menu and we have it. That's super cool. Of course, we have to add the very same thing for logged out users so that they can see the shop page here. You know how to do it. That's very easy. You just have to create the exact same menu there, and that's fine and awesome. And now it's just time to take a look at the front page. We want to build the front page, and also we want to customize this shop page. So we want to add something here on the right and maybe a search functionality, but we are going to first create the front page. So I'm just going to click on edit page and edit with Elementor. So first I'm just going to bring setting here. And for the page layout, we are going to use Elementor full width, like this. So if I just update it and visit the page, you see we do not get the title of the page. That's cool. So now we are ready to create the front page, and that's really important for your store. Of course, we want to display our products, have a search functionality, and show the newest product. So it's really important here. But first we are going to start with the slider here. That's something most of the stores are doing. So you want to have a slider to showcase your latest and hottest products. So I'm just going to add a full width section here, and then we can just add the slider. So I just search for a slider. And there are many add-ons for Elementor that allow you to have a sliders. In the free version of Elementor, you do not get access to the sliders, but there are many free add-ons, so you don't need to worry about. In this case, I'm just going to use advanced sliders, which is coming from one of our add-ons, the Royal add-on here. And I can just add it. So we get this slider that's very nice, and I can just start editing. So I can just start with one of these, to remove the others, and then, of course, I can just create it the way I want it to be. So we want to have only one button. I can just turn off the secondary button, and it's going to be by now. For now, it's just fine. We have a description, and I can just add the image of our product. You can just add anything you want, probably about your special sale offers. That's really cool for sliders. So I can just select background and image, and I can just start adding one of my images here. So that's my first slider. We want to also change the color to match the image. So maybe something blue like this, and we also want to increase the opacity here so the text is more readable. But you don't need to just do it like me. You can just create anything that you want. It's a really good slider for Elementor. Now we have it. I can just duplicate it a few times. So now we have only two, and we cannot, of course, go more than 3 in the free version, but 4 is just fine for us now. So we can just change the images. So for the third slider, I'm just going to use this hat image and change the color. So now we have our slider. That's super cool. And I can just update my page here. So that's fine, but we also want to have a search functionality. There, I can just put it right up here, or maybe below the slider or above the slider. That doesn't really matter. So let's just put it above the slider. I can just search for search, and we can just add this element again from this royal add-ons, royal widgets. So we get it here. People can search. That's super awesome. And we can also style it the way we want. So in the style, we have many settings here. We have the style for button. We can just change the color into anything we want, and we can just update it. And then we want to display our products there. There are many ways you can just display your recent products, your popular products, best-selling products, or maybe categories. So it's really up to you. There are many good plugins. So let's just display some of our products here. I'm going to search for Woo, and we are just going to use this Woo Grid slider from this Royal plugin. It's really cool. So I can just put it here, and we have it here. It has a load more button and pages for different categories. That's super cool, but the options are just unlimited. We also can change the colors, so you have the freedom to change these colors. We can just customize them to our websites. That's super cool. We can also have frequently asked questions here and testimonials, so let's just add them too. So I can just search for them. I can just use this testimonial carousel and put it there. That's very cool here. We also can have frequently asked questions. And for this purpose, I'm just going to use this advanced accordion here, and we can just enter our question here and style them the way we want. That's very easy to use this add-ons here. And let's just take a look. So everything is just going very cool here. And one other thing we want to do here is to just care for our shop page. So we do not have anything here, any widget, but that's easy to do, and you probably want to have some widgets here. It's very easy to do. I can just click on customize and widgets, and we have this WooCommerce sidebar here, and I can just add anything I want here. So for example, search, product search, I can just grab it and put it so we get this product search here, or maybe categories. So I can just search for categories. So there are many add-ons here, and let's just add this product category list. So we get it like these people can select their categories. I can just publish it, and you have unlimited options for here as well. So we have some problem here. So let's just bring the customizer, and this time a sidebar, and we can just adjust the sidebar width like this. That's better. And finally, I can just bring global and colors and just set all of these colors into black. So we want to have black and gray and something like this. That's what I prefer to have in this website. Again, you have full control over it by your theme and by the plugins. So some of these colors are obeying themes, some of them are accessible through plugins, but you have lots of options here. And that's it, everyone. Thanks for watching. If you like this tutorial, please give it a thumbs up and also subscribe to our channel for more WordPress content. And like always, you can reach our team from the link in the description.